What's up, peoples? It's a terraformer, and let's do that, video I was talking about. I finally got the, behemoth of recording, figured out and finagled and stuff, and it's not really completely, failure-y video, as I may have stated in the title, but we have about, few minutes of this, maybe about 5 or 6, but it's this intro stage. I don't know why I went to great length to show it off, and it actually was like a 16, between 14 and 16 minutes before fast forwarding, and that was with editing. So I really just futzed around here. I put some other music in other than video game stuff. It's the second I was gonna say second reality project, don't know why, but it is the 30 Years War, and it is the band before the fall of Troy, basically, and Tom Eric guy, person, really good guitarist and singer, so, that's what's going on. His singing is, increased with time, but, his guitar playing was still really good in this band, too, and I figured, it was before they had a label and stuff, so they probably, won't give a shit, and, they probably will not be suing me anytime soon, considering the band, even after this, doesn't even exist, because, only the guitarist. I get stuck here, I don't know why, because I'm an idiot, but, really, the guitarist went on to do, Just Like Vinyl, and the other band members aren't really doing much. I think the newer bassist, he has his own band, so he might do something with that. I don't know, not bad, but, stuff that's not involving the game, but the game isn't really much going on, but I'm doing this for whatever reason. I don't know. I was like, I want to do that for no entire reason, and then I go back here because I just screw up, and probably should have done a little more on the editing-wise. The editing factor isn't the best because it was done actually after I recorded this, so that was, yes, or actually probably more after the next section, and the next section is not fast forwarded or anything. I clipped into the wall there. I did it in real time. I'm kind of proud of myself of that. Corner clipping into slopes, but knowing me, there was probably just a faulty slope there, so there was no real corner clipping in this video, but I felt like saying it anyway because doing that kind of shit without tools is really neat and nuts, and I just I was like, goodbye there, Springboard, I don't need you anymore. I didn't need you from the first place, but I was gonna take you through the goalpost and give me something that I couldn't keep anyway. And here I just kind of bounce around for a while. I don't know, and I was like, I need that dragon coin, and then I do some flying maneuvers and stuff, and then, oh, I thought I cut you out. Okay, so I collect that again. That sucks. Okay, that is interesting to know, because I left in more than I wanted to, and if you ever listen to The Fall of Troy, you may actually recognize this outro, because in one of their CDs, the first one, I think, they had a song that had that same outro, so yeah, that's pretty neat. We're using outros. There actually is, 2 songs on this CD that are on the Fall of Troy's first CD, so yes, talking about that more, I don't know, like I said, it's just me wrangling around a Yoshi, showing off this intro, and a glitched tongue that I guess I didn't know about or something, I don't know, yes, there's a little thwomp there. He's a thwimp, but he doesn't act like a normal thwimp, and then we get into the shenanigans ensue in, a day-to-day life of wrangling around a Yoshi, if need be. And, you could get stuck into some precarious situations that you have to get your little buddy out of, so, that's pretty fun. I didn't really realize how long this actually was going to take just to get by this section, so, I died there, and I took the death in the stupid intro stage. I don't even know why. I could have just rewound, it wouldn't have made a damn difference, considering I died right there, and then I had bring Yoshi this time, because I was like, I could do all that with Yoshi. I mean, it's not like I need to jump off his back, and then I was like, I'll probably be safer, because then I won't be, falling into lava and stuff, and you know, it's good to not fall into lava when, you know, you're playing Tools for no reason in an intro stage. That, yes, yeah, here's some screaming. That's, yeah, they have that element sometimes, but, you know, that's not really why I listen to them. I don't really listen to, like, heavy screaming bands. Like, I actually don't really like ooze. Like, I prefer them to have singing as well, I guess, but I come back here, I'm like, oh, it just kind of brings me back, but, you know, I was playing with that block, it kind of flaws you back. You might be able to tell just by the sprite might give it away, and then I realized I didn't have these. I was like, you know what, I need that life because I lost so many in this intro stage, and it's like, not really like it matters because it's gonna save. And here's where I do my aerodynamic moves for utterly no reason at all. I was like, oh, I forgot you pipe. There's like 2 of them, I guess. I don't know. It's not even. There's nothing exciting going on. There's a guy glitching himself out in the corner there, but you know, it happens sometimes when you're playing a Mario game. And there's too much shit on screen, basically. I've been saying shit a lot this video. I probably shouldn't. It's like, hey, yeah, I almost lost my life there. And buddy, I was like, goodbye, Yoshi. I value my life more than I value yours. You know, usually I forget, though. I'll just be like, oops, well, I didn't make that jump. Well, you're kind of a failsafe there. And oh, there's more level to be had. This place is a little glitchy. I tried to get beyond the beyond, but it would not let me. It knew about its little trickery, and I do a lot of spinning there. It's like I was going to the tune of the music, and this Mario didn't even know what was going to be overlaid on top of him as I tried to speak over it. Like, yes, I lowered it twice, by the way, but, you know, it's sometimes Camtasia just won't do what you ask it to, and then I was like, I have to see, does it keep the horse too? I don't know. I haven't checked this thoroughly enough that, well, I actually haven't, because at the time of playing this, I haven't even opened this ROM for like a long time, so, you know, and you will see, you will witness that in your very eyes in just a few seconds when I'm actually, like, doing actual levels and stuff, and it's really, I mean, probably not anything exciting, it's just, like, pretty much once this is over, it's just one huge death montage of, like, a bunch of levels that are consistent with the progress I made. Little glitch there, you can try to fly up, but there was still a block there, so I could not fly in that block. Yeah, we got cave story music. It's like, yes, this, I finally found out what it was. I mean, I didn't know what it was, and then I had to actually ask Maxidex, because I was like, you know, he used it in a hack, and Cyphermer was probably busy with stuff, and I figured Maxidex would answer and wouldn't mind being bothered about such things. And it's like, really, I could have just played on in Cave Story 3DS, because I actually found it in a GameStop. I was so surprised, and it was new, too, which is kind of unfortunate. I kind of wanted the price decrease, but, you know, my first game over. First of about 14 game overs, that's what I counted, because I'm thinking like 80 or 70 or whatever it was lives that I counted for this stage alone, for what I edited alone, actually, and then beyond that, I stopped counting. I realized it was getting so tedious keeping track of what it was that I'm gonna use rough guesstimates, and it's like, I came to the point at the video where I was like, oh, I cannot show, like, that is a lot, and I am showing this because I get hung up here so many times, even though I'm, like, good at it, and you can see that I'm kinda good at it sometimes, but I can just get hung up at this particular one, and then I always die once I get hung up. It's like, I might as well have just, like, made it quicker and just fell off the side of that pipe, because that Mario was not making it. Yep, I show some pretty neat deaths. Some pretty neat deaths, by the way. Figured should let you know, even though you're probably witnessing it as it's happening. There's like so much going on. It's like soon enough I will start betooling it up, like right here. I was like, no, I'm like, I did not just accidentally press that, and then I screwed myself anyway. So I just. I'm doing that, like, I do that a bit for a little bit, and then I did it like the old school version without the clouds, but the clouds are very nice and helpful and make me be a lazy player. But yes, and then I just was like, this, set of lives could not go any worse. I lost every single one of them in that first pit, and then I go crazy a bit, and you know, I had to leave that in because it was hilarious, and then I die like, yes. See, that's why I wanted to keep it in for that part, but it actually looks really cool fast-forwarded, but, you know, that was a part where it would have been like, you know, because there was like, I put them so quick. Oh, I like doing that. It's like, rewatching, it's like I feel bad for my past self, but then it's like, but this, like, it looks awesome all put together, I think, so, you know, it's, it's there, let's do some more in real time, right about now when I start using, like, tools, and then this, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it'll be better on your eyes, probably. Just see some actual playing for, no, not really, but, I don't know, I don't know, forget I even said anything, because I think, and then it's like, oh, but then this, but then that, but, you know, I'm doing stuff here, and stuff I already showed, but, you know, I was, like, so going for it, I was like, this is gonna be the winning run. No, it's not, but I did do some interesting things. I did that springboard glitch thing, I got up here, and then I got up here, and I got all the way here, and then I do that, like an idiot. Like, why did I do that? That could have been my winning run. Like, you could have saw, like, the first part of that, and I could have, but, you know, I just knew, because I don't know if I saw it yet, but the upcoming segment that I actually don't even show here, I show in the actual video of progress making, and I drain my health, again, my health, my life, whatever, it's like health, I guess, in this game. It's, you don't have a health bar, but you get a time bar, and you get to not stumble around like I often do. And yeah, here's about where you know, not yet, never mind, what am I talking about? I take this one, don't I? Yes, I do, and that's the aftermath, because I got up there and I pressed the switch, and I didn't show that, but, you know, it would have been helpful to understand what actually happened there. It looks like I was using slowdown, but I wasn't, because I'm not a fan of hearing the music all slowed down like that, and I do something like that, which is pretty ridiculous, but it's cool, and then do this, like, no, I didn't. I did it first time last time, and then I edited out me doing that like 20 million times, possibly even resetting the time, because I did that because I'm using tools in this stage. That's pretty much the surmise of it. This is the one stage that I don't know how I could manage it. The only other stage that I used the tool in was that Leafy Greens, and I could do that without a tool. Like, it's not necessary, but here yes, I show that, like, I was still playing up to that point, and yes, and this might have been the last one that I actually played up to that point, so, yeah, pretty neat. You never get to see that part again unless I ever figure out through some magic. Like, I might have to do a break or something, but it's like, but then, yes, you're actually looking where I'd have to break through, and I already got a switch, so never mind, there won't be any breakage, I guess, of this level, because it can be flown under, or at least the old version can, so, and by flown over, I mean the only real part that matters. I thought this part mattered, but it's just extremely precise, and I can get it. I could get it on all one run up to basically and through to those yellow, up to there. That's pretty much where I could like put myself a midpoint if I so chose, and this is just utter mess, and I don't even show it. So I move on to the next stage, and this stage is just fun because, you know, there was a time where I particularly hated line guiding stages, and now I really kind of like them, you know, but I don't know, I guess I got sort of better, and you gotta do spin jumps, but I think that was pretty much implied by stuff earlier, and like really the spin jump helps with this level so much. Like, I could not do these jumps with normal jumps and duck jumps and stuff, like, just can't do it, and I showed that many times, but, you know, yeah, it's like the gravity of the engine is actually, changed a bit, so you jump lower, and it helps with this level because you can get in between shit with your short jump, and sometimes you go too short, and it's like, really, that's nuts. But, you know, I died here a lot, and here I'm still not sure what exit I'm going after, so the first exit I go after is the secret exit, by the way. So yeah, I think I may have changed my mind. No, I still have not. I was already down here without the key, so, you know. And, you know, you grow the stem through the vine through, and you can get it to go through. I don't know why I didn't do it, but it's a pretty neat thing, and then I figured out what to do, because, I don't know, maybe I didn't know what I was doing. Maybe I'm just explaining this now with the knowledge, and I should have showed that run, because I had no cape, and I did a good portion of it, up until basically where you need the cape, so that's a thing. And yeah, so more death is happening. I utterly forgot what I was saying, but it was something about that place, yeah. Yes, I used a tool or something to figure it out, and then I like killed myself by like ducking on the, I don't know, I thought that was kind of cool, but get crushed, and some rapid succession deaths about to be afoot, because that one, you couldn't, it happened so quick, you could not even hear, you know, the sound of me dying, because it just happened so quick, and the crack, yes, noises, things, it's like, did I get the secret exit yet? I couldn't have got the secret exit yet, but here I'm actually learning that you cannot do that standing, or at least it's not very smart. Because you can, it's a very precise jump, and I thought I got it on film, but then I thought I did it, maybe I didn't even do it, but I looked over it, and I don't remember seeing it, editing it, but then I forgot to move. There, I forgot to stand too far. I stand too far on the other side. So, you know, here is, yes, fun times. Not all of these deaths. Some of them were rewind catches, and I just, like, kind of left them in, but some of them, yes, that is me playing the whole stage and being there, and then I get there, and then I start dying in the beginning again, and yeah, that is a lot of playing when you think about it, so yeah, I tend to try and not, like, learn stuff with tools, but I sometimes have to, and like, that section was just, it would have took a lot longer if I didn't, let's just say that, but I'm already on the last stage, or the next stage, and the stage is pretty neat, and I do something stupid like that, so, you know, so, like, cannot proceed because I have no more blocks, so I'm just gonna jump on a guy, and this part is kind of annoying sometimes, and you see I did do that part, I did get that far, that was, yes, and then once I saw it again, it was like, I really did not feel like dying there again, because as you can see, I'm doing a lot of that, and I was doing a little transfer occurrence when you go back and forth on like spinies or other spin jumpy creatures, because, you know, gotta dodge stuff and like treacherous terrains and Kaizo hacks, because I don't know, it looks pretty neat, I guess. Sometimes rocks can be used, but as you can see, I died to that guy so many times. It's like, Probably a good 7 out of 10 times. I would be just dying to that guy and that guy's hammers. And sometimes I rewound back, sometimes I did not take the life because I was like, I didn't feel like grinding yet. I mean, or loading state either. Like there, I did it about, yeah, I did a good amount of time there. I just stayed on 20 because I kept dying right there. And I was like, I could just rewind behind it, so screw it. It's like, it will be done toolless, it's winning run, but until then, you know, I don't know. I find that different than, like, rewinding in the stage, I guess. And then sometimes I just screw myself with rewinds anyway, so that's why I'm just like, you know. Here's the thing, here's another even entirely video. So, we move on to the plains, and I must have did this about, you know, not that many times, but I did, and, you know, here is Death's Foot, and I died there many times, and here is also probably where I start not showing all the deaths, because it got ridiculous at a certain point, and the next level in particular, so, you know, how many times I did this truck wrangling bullshit, good lord, yes, there is another, yes, that is the one jump, that is the one jump of that level, and luckily, I love how the green switch, it, like, very much aids you in the tricky shit you have to do, because once you get that switch, it's like, you don't have to do that jump, you don't have to chuck wrangle, or at least you don't have to hit him on his death animation. That's really I mean, like, his falling when he falls, but yeah, if you, like, spawn off the chuck, you're screwed. You're not getting him back, and even if you do, you cannot get up there to wrangle him down, so, you know, I figured out that the hard way, and yeah, I'd get far, and then I'd get trapped here, and then I'd be doing that jump, like, a bunch of times just fine, and then I'd get stuck on it once, and then I'd get stuck on it twice, and then it would just keep happening. Oh, oh god, that Chuck, it's like you get so far, you get so past all this stuff, and it's like, I don't really want to do that again, and then it's like, oh, you're gonna do the wrong thing there, Chuck, aren't you? Yep. So, you know, I think, yeah, I was like, oh boy, I get another Chuck, I get another chance. It's like, oh, there's spinach. I can't do a damn thing. Oh god. Wow. It's like, I don't show, like, me doing it, though. It's like, there's like, also footage that I deleted. It's like, I kept all the bads, like, I kept all the failure, but, like, I only show one of, like, the winning stuff, so, you know. I don't know, it's kinda how it works out, I guess. You see me do it once, you see me do it a million times, but, I mean, yeah, there's things and stuff, and I like to think at some point I didn't, like, fub all the traps, because, I mean, some of them are fubbable, but, you know, you need, like, some sort of hitbox detection, like, power-up substance, but it's not usually there, not usually the case in this game, because, you know, yeah, they're non-transferable, non-negotiable type bullshit deal, and you cannot bring them through the time of passage onto another levels. Yeah, I really need to stop touching them spikes. Luckily, this is the last death. Yeah, I got all the way here, and then I did something like that, and I continue to die. What? Well, I never get that far again, I guess, on a death, or... Wow. Okay, finally! I probably should have made it a little less abrupt, but this is really assuming you've seen other videos and stuff, because, yeah, this is mainly showing what I was very unsuccessful on, and what I died to many a times, and what I'm not showing off a lot I mean, I think I show off a lot of these, but it's the return trip when I have to make the full run thing after the green switch, after I finally get it. That place I don't think would be possible unless the physics were like, I don't think it would be feasible without the gravity, because it's like, yeah, it's so tight, and I often, like, just can't, like, I would rewind to the pipe, and it's like, I did that a lot, and yes, that's, oh god. I don't know if I would have, like, just edited to the pipe. I don't know if I would have kept that as a winning run. I'm not sure. I was very tempted to at times because, but then again, I never really got it like that. I would always die. It's like I died so often to those guys. It was, yes, they are tricksy in this little tight corridor. And it's like, I saw them at first, and I didn't notice the spinach, and I was like, oh, these guys, that's easier than 2 Axemen, but, yeah, Hammer Bro Joes, no, you know what I like when they use the old school ones from the, from the first 2 games, and from the All-Stars, yeah, I like them guys. I mean, the Super Mario Brothers 3 guys, they're cool and all, but got a little overused through times and space and corridors, and I guess I made it through one of those deaths became victory, and yeah, this is I died a lot more in this stage than I thought I did, because it's so short that it's like you don't notice as much. It's like, and I really did have to grind for every stage, and ouch. And it's like, well, why don't you just load the state? Why don't you just why don't you just grind up at, like, between stages and just do it once, save state, load state, rinse and repeat. I sometimes, it depended on how many times I died, but yeah, I don't know, I try to completely do it where it's like if I was playing on the SNES and I was playing this game for some crazy reason, because I don't know, like, it wouldn't even be possible, feasible, got add music, like, you're pretty much screwed there, but, yeah, you would not have tools, and this is pretty much what it would look like if you were on the SNES, and if you see what I did there, I basically rewound to death, and then I made it without dying again. And I did that so many times, and it really frustrated the heck out of me, because I was like, I know I can do it, and it's like, if you see a random death like that, that's pretty much what happened. I only think I showed off 2, but, you know, this is with not showing a lot of death, and I showed a lot of death in like 5 seconds, wow. Yeah, here's a level that I didn't even do, and I wrangled some booze, and I was like, I need you for this jump, so I'm gonna hesitate, but I really don't, and I know that completely, and I'm like, getting myself frustrated for no reason. It's like, just do the damn jump, I know there's spikes there.